Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Advance Wars Dual Strike. Last time, we finally got a whole slew of Advance Wars 1's COs that joined us. And it looks like we're going to be fighting clones of the Advance Wars 1's COs that we didn't get. So, let's dive into Mission 24 Pincer Strike, where I think we're going to be fighting a clone Drake. Where does this confidence come from, Kindle? So, I mean, what is there to know, aside from the fact that you're trying to drain the very life force from the planet? Like, could your plan somehow be even more dastardly than that? Uneducated Philistines, even. The foulest of slickness. Oh boy. Yep, and we're fighting Drake, who's good in the rain. Settle down, Javier. Dude's got a hero complex on the brain. Yup, there he is, Clone Drake. Looking very green. Javier understands. Muted myself for a second there to get out a cough. So... As usual, let's get the lay of the land first of all, which kind of takes a while these days. Okay, the usual conditions. Alright, we've got the blue team in the northwest. Looks like no factories under their control. There's a factory they can capture, as well as missile silos. The enemy HQ is in the northeast. Surely there will be naval combat since we're facing Drake. Would be kind of odd otherwise. Whole lot of stuff we can capture in this peninsula over here. A couple of comm towers, a port. And the Orange Star team does have a couple factories that they start out with, and a port. And the enemy surely controls a port of their own. No. They have a base. That just says sea. Maybe they don't start off with control of the port, which is pretty weird if we're facing Drake. I mean, they do have a few naval units, but still. Kind of one of each. No carrier, though. Okay, how do you even get a battleship in a tiny inlet like this? How? What did you do? Build an entire shipyard to construct a battleship in this inland lake, and then dismantle your shipyard, and leave the battleship here? How does this happen? There's so many questions. Anyway... So the blue team is surrounded and in dire straits. I guess that's supposed to be the group that's stuck in the mud. They start out in range of enemy rocket artillery, so it's going to be bad for the blue team. Red is basically going to have to rescue them unless they can bust out somehow. I guess they can immediately get into range of the MLRS with at least one or two tanks. Still, it looks kind of dire. I don't know if aggression or retreat is the better strategy. Well, having checked things out, we're going to want Colin on the orange team because We have factories. On the blue team, we may want grit. Do we have artillery? We have 1 artillery. I'm only seeing 1 artillery. Maybe we don't want grit after all. Javier for resistance to the enemy's ranged damage then. Geez, where'd you go, Javier? There you are. And who else? I think that Jess gets a movement advantage with her vehicles. Not as a passive. They can with her specials, but not as a passive. She the best call? Or should I just go with Grim or Max? Maybe Grim. There we go. Okay, now Orange Team. Aside from Colin, who else? There's going to be naval combat. For sure. Grit could make the battleship have better range, I believe. Max would improve direct firepower, but then our artillery units would have gimped range. Jess has weak naval units, so she's not a very good choice for a team that's going to be using a lot of naval units. There's always Hawk, who's just a good all-rounder. Also, he's cool. Hawk it is. Alright. As usual, because these days the deploy phases are kinda long, let's make a save state here. For quick loading in the event that we lose or I discover I did something dumb again. Is it just me, or from that little tiny little portrait of his, does Clone Drake look like an evil green toddler? Alright, let's deploy. Ret 2, go. Okay, and Drake will be good in the rain. I do believe. I forgot to check his abilities. Let's do that. He's a great surfer. I didn't know that about him. Also, he really needs to lay off the donuts, just like Grim. And Olaf, for that matter. It doesn't mention anything about him being good in the rain, but I'm pretty sure he is. Is he not? I assume that's true. Can I afford a black boat? I can, and I think I might want it. So maybe building infantry would have been the better call than a black boat immediately. I think that would have been the better call. Hold up. Made an immediate mistake. Always build infantry first. We'll build a black boat on turn 2. There we go. We will be able to use our lander to get to this little peninsula quickly and bypass what may become a quagmire in the center. So let's keep it nearby. I think we're going to want to run to help the blue team ASAP. Without foolishly getting ourselves into range of their artillery for no good reason. Don't know that the recon will be that useful. I guess we could use it to lure the anti-air? I guess. It's not a Fog of War map, so there's not really that much use for a recon. Should be just out of range, yep. And we don't want to put our battle copters in range of the anti-air, so this will be the limit point. So many good themes in this game. I just want to hum along with like all of them. Major props to the composer. I've never looked it up, so I don't know who it was, but man, what a good job. What a good job on the themes. Vile clone! I do slap thee liberally about the face with my leathern glove. Oh, the only way that could be even better is if it was mine leathern glove. Oh my goodness. Javier. That's such a strange thing to say. It's true, you're both chubby individuals, but why do you point that out and follow it up with, oh yeah? That's... let's not speculate. You're a weird guy, Grim. You're a weird guy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, what? I must have been testing out these ranges with somebody who gets some kind of movement bonus or something. Because this is sure not fast enough to attack the enemy MLRS. Oh boy, I guess we're pulling back then. Try to get out of range to the extent that we can. Pull back troops. Oh, it's hard to get completely out of range, but I think this might be? I think this might be. Okay. There we go. That's it for blue team. Strong first turn. Powerful. That's a lot of dotting, Jugger. Oh, it's a whole lot of dotting. Are you hesitating about something? Oh boy, they're going about capping territories just as fast as they can. We're not going to want to just sit back and let it happen. This looks like it's going to be yet another long mission. I might be disabling animations partway through. I think if I get up here, I should be able to get a lot of them in range, right? With the battleship? Well, some of them. Go forth to do battle! I wonder if capturing this is a higher priority, though that may be challenging with this medium tank right there. Let's just grab this, for starters. Orange has a variety of problems to deal with. We need to try to go rescue blue for starters, who are just really pinned down. At least the enemy's not actively going after them. And then we've got to deal with this mess over here at the same time. Good grief, and the Mega Tank is so slow. How are we ever going to get it to attack the rockets without it getting blasted to pieces? Ugh. What a mess. What an absolute mess. We can get inside the range of this rocket, but then we're within firing range of that one. We can try to get our copters in there, but they're going to be real vulnerable to these anti-airs. Also, the enemy has a missile here. Good grief. They've got everything covered. They've covered their bases. Drake, you always were pretty good, pretty tactically on the ball, despite the fact that you're quite self-effacing and people tend to underestimate you. I still remember that Advance Wars 1 map where I had that incredibly epic battle against Drake. Man, that took forever. That was such a cool battle, like in the jungles of an island. Brutal fighting. Let's see. Can I do anything productive with my light tank? I don't think so. I think just leave it where it is for now. Oh, let's build stuff. Almost forgot. That's going to be important. The Mega Tank and the Copters can certainly handle this medium, so it's not like handling that is a huge priority. I think I might want to get the Black Boat now for repairing my Navy. Maybe a mech and an infantry? Maybe just a couple infantry. Your guys' job, I think, is still going to be to just sit back and not die. It can kind of inch downward by one space. There we go. Wonder if I could try to lure any of the enemies forward. Ah, just keep chilling out for now. They're really pinned down till we go rescue them. I like how this map also has its sort of puzzly elements, but in a much more natural, less contrived way. It's kind of reminding me of some of my favorite Advance Wars 1 maps in that respect. Did everybody retreat like a bunch of cowards from... Oh no! Fog of War! I forgot that rain makes Fog of War. How long is this gonna last? Oh, I see. This potentially provides a breakout opportunity for blue. Fascinating. And now the purpose of this recon becomes clear. All kinds of interesting. Could be real dangerous to just send my copters forward. My battleship is useless till I get a proper spotter. I can have my sub dive, and then it becomes great at spotting, even on land. Again, that doesn't make sense, but it's a game mechanic that we know about, so let's roll with it. Well, I guess it's not that amazing a spotter, but... better than when it is surfaced, anyway. Oh, speaking of which, enemy sub here. Let's prepare our cruiser for dealing with that. If I can spot for my battleship, its current position is great. Let's maybe prepare an amphibious landing here now that we've got cover from all the rain and we can advance better. So the question is, how do I want to advance with orange now? Do I want to try to seize this peninsula, or do I want to focus on helping blue? That's not an obvious decision. Blue might be able to break out all by themselves, now that they can use the cover of the trees to advance. So I think I might want to focus on taking this peninsula. But advance with caution. I think I'm content with my maneuvers up to this point. Can't really build any naval units I particularly want yet. Can't build any amazing ground units yet, so maybe just more infantry in the meantime. Now, let's going to take us a little while to advance the way I want. This is going to be great, though. We're going to hit their artillery pretty hard. Ah, almost. Yep, now all of a sudden the purpose of all these recons becomes clear. Ugh, it's so slow. I want to switch to Grim for all the firepower bonuses now. Oh yeah! Ugh, muting another cough. I think it's seasonal change allergies or something. How did you spot me? How did you know my sub was there? Oh, while I was coughing, must have found it with that... whatever that ship is. No swapping in Drake, huh? Alright, so how dare you hit my submarine like that? What was it that spotted my sub? This thing. Okay, cruiser! Wow, good thing the cruiser didn't get first strike on the sub, or that would have sucked. Honestly, I don't think we can handle this fleet. We should probably retreat. At least until they come in range of the battleship. I think I'll be out of visual range of their sub if I go to here and then rise, so I don't run out of fuel or anything. Black boat, go to try to help repair. Alright, we got one deuter on our lander. Let's prepare for an amphibious landing over here. Capture this forward factory. Really need to get my recon forward as a spotter. Okay, we spotted the enemy Neo tank. Ugh. How much damage does a battlecopter do to a Neo tank? Not a lot. I really need the Mega to deal with it. I forget, does the enemy have a recon up here? I don't remember. If they do, I'll make my Mega tank a sitting duck by sending it forward. Let's advance cautiously. Go forth, my minions. Show them your power. You know, considering what the enemy's got, another cruiser wouldn't be a terrible buy. They've got a sub and a cruiser, but I don't know. Oh, I could afford a medium tank now. Though part of me wants to just save up for the Neos. The Neos are honestly the best tank overall, I think. Don't get me wrong, the Mega's durability and firepower is incredible, but they're so slow, and their limit of 3 shots is a problem. And obviously I can keep it supplied up with this APC. That helps alleviate that problem, but the slowness is still an issue. Anyway, let's go ahead and open fire with our battleship now that we've got a spotter. Shows just how tough Neo tanks are, only 40% damage even with a battleship. I think we are ready for a major assault. Let's plan it out carefully. We're gonna want to damage these as much as we possibly can. Nice. Let's have the Neo take out this one, I think. Alright, this is going great. Not that there was really much doubt that it would. Oh no, that guy can't go as far as I thought. Uh-oh. Oh, should I instead inflict some serious damage on that artillery? Perhaps, perhaps. Let's attack from here. Or, I really don't want the enemy activating that, so let's park on it. Wish I could have gotten a little farther with that medium. Oh my gosh, it's going to take this rocket so long to get anywhere through the woods. I still think it's a little bit of a balancing issue, how insanely slow they are on anything but roads. So, maybe switch out to Javier for the indirect fire defense. You tell him, Javier. I really would like to see Reboot Camp style updated portraits for some of the new COs like Javier and Sasha. And Rachel. And Grim. I mean, pretty much all of them, really. Wow, we just got... Right, that inland battleship. I forgot about that stupid inland battleship. Well, they're counterattacking our breakout, that's for sure. Brutal. Oh man, that instrumentation does not do Drake's theme any favors. It's so tinny sounding. This is maybe my least favorite original instrumentation theme so far. Just because of that one super tinny sounding instrument. Okay. We really need to spot for our battleship again. Okay, they are all hiding from our battleship just as hard as they can. What can you target? That's it? The black boat? Well, if that's your only target, go for it. Enjoy. You know, as much as I love the animations, I'm starting to feel tempted to turn them off because we're already at half an hour and we've hardly accomplished anything yet. I am enjoying them, though. Ah, yeah, I think that time has to take priority here. And the Mega Tank is slow. Ugh, do I sacrifice my light tank on the altar of the Neo? Can't really do much to the black boat. I guess I can attack it with, yeah, the battle copter. Alright, what can you get done against the Neo? Very little. Very little. Ugh. Jeez. You know what? Just box it in. Till the Mega can go take care of it. I think that it won't take... the copters won't take too much return damage. Okay. More than I was hoping. Unfortunately. I wish I could see better to target the missile. Boy, do I wish I could see better to target the missile. Can I try to spot with my cruiser and maybe hit the enemy navy? I think for starters, hitting the enemy navy wouldn't be a terrible choice. Oh, that would hit my my own ship. Let's target it here. I hope I hit more than just the battleship and the cruiser, but even if I only hit those, it's not a terrible use, I don't think. Alright, let's begin the amphibious landing. Alright, split up, men. Some of you are going to head north to help with the blue front. And some of you are going to head this way to help with capturing over here. Let's use Colin's power to get some money. Money! And build some real forces. Neo Tank, go! Excellent. What else can we buy? Do I want a cruiser? That is the big question here. I mean, I already have one. It's maybe about to get reamed, though. Another cruiser might not hurt. For dealing with enemy cruisers and submarines. A couple infantry, alright. That was great. Thanks to Colin's rich boy power, we got 2 more infantry, a cruiser, and a Neo tank. Now, Hawk, do your thing. You can't resist the inevitable. You've got a bigger problem. Me. Alright, so Team Blue. It's getting scrappy over here. Let's finish off this missile, or this rocket artillery. This artillery. Can you get much done against the battleship? I kinda didn't think so. Hit this artillery. Okay, it's rendered basically useless. Rocket will continue making its way insanely slowly. Well, that seems like overkill. So is that. Alright, whatever. Overkill is fine. I don't have a problem with that. Good. Okay, the breakout is going well. Let's see. This anti-air is nearly dead. Let's see if we can manage to repair it on that city. I would love to fire another missile. This guy may get killed, but even if that happens, he'll have drawn enemy fire, and if he survives, we'll get to fire another missile, and that'll be great. We're gonna have to do something about that battleship at some point. I don't have a great solution for it right now. Alright. Good. That guy can help spot, and we took out the enemy artillery. Beautiful. Should probably swap to Grim to get his power charged and prepare to do the tag power. Also, wow, if they can capture any factories, they're loaded. I'm going to want Blue to try to cap this factory. I don't want to lose all my infantry before I can do that. Changey. I'll deal with these losers. Speaking of... yeah. Speaking of dual strike, oh no, this turn is gonna hurt. Once again, I wasn't really paying enough attention to the enemy's power meters, and now we're gonna have a pretty sucky turn. Here comes the enemy counterattack. Ow. Oh, they took out the guy I wanted to fire the missile. Alright, now by itself that was not great, but it could have been worse. But here's the problem. Here it comes again. Oh god, and that. Oh, that is brutal. That is so brutal. Wow. Oh god. Oh my god. What? Where did that mega tank come from? That was even worse than I thought it was going to be. That was horrendous. That was horrendous. He's close to being fully charged, so I think we want to wait till his power's fully charged to get the best use out of it. My goodness, that sucked. Okay, it's time. This way we can heal up and hurt the enemy. This is a fantastic counter for Drake's power. Fantastic counter. Get wrecked by Black Storm, losers. Alright, that's gonna help a lot. That's gonna help a lot. How do you like them apples? Not very much, I reckon. It's weird seeing infantry being low on, well, rations, I guess. But that's just not something you see very often. And reduces their fuel by half. Pretty brutal. I was kind of overlooking that effect, but it's an important effect. Does blue have an infantry left too? I really am going to want them to capture that factory because they've got so much money. Man, that enemy mega tank just came out of nowhere to wreck face. What am I going to do about it? I don't know. They got my battleship. No, they didn't. Of course not. My battleship's docked here. But they got both my cruiser and my submarine. It really sucked. Let's see. What else can we get done here? Oh, we found enemy missiles. Alright, a target for our battle copter. Looks like that's about it for this team. Alright, back to Colin. Alright, good turn for Hawk. Good counter for Drake's power. Being able to heal up the 2 damage he did to all our units while simultaneously hitting the enemy with 2 damage. Beautiful. I don't know what to do about this mega tank. It's going to be a huge thorn in my side. Things are suddenly looking grim for blue. %57's not bad. Oh, I can dual strike. Heck yes. That's so great. Things are looking grim for you. Show them what you got, Grim. Alright. You're not the only one who has that power, suckers! Nice, okay. I think I want you down here. Oh, so close, so close. Finish it. Alright, I want to fire missiles, I think. I also want to try to capture that factory. Which means... Whew, this guy can simultaneously close the distance because it's all orthogonal. Manhattan distance, can't move diagonally. So this closes the distance just as well as moving southwest, and he'll be hiding in the trees. Don't want to lose my last infantry with the blue team. Oh man, can this guy do anything against the Mega Tank other than get wrecked by it? 45% damage is not bad, actually. That's better than I thought. What kind of damage would it take in return is the question. I kind of don't care. The more I can hurt it, the better. Okay, that was a better result than I expected, to be honest. I will absolutely take that. Yeah, slap them all you want, Javier. Slap them hard. Maybe I should hold off on the missile, owing to the fact that I don't have a fantastic target? Or do I? What if I centered it, like, here? Or... I would love to get this Mega Tank. I really would. I would cause a little friendly fire, but only to an infantry. I'm so humanitarian. Alright, we're doing it. Oh, I guess I would friendly fire that. Well, no, I wouldn't, because it can't reduce a unit below 1 hit point anyway. That would hit the medium, that would hit the medium. Alright, this'll actually hit 2 friendly infantry, but it's worth it to take out the Mega. There. I probably should have checked to make sure the medium couldn't finish it off without having to do that. Oh well, whatever. Too late now. Okay, it would not have been able to. There, Mega Tank destroyed. That was important. Oh, that was an unexpected result. I should have done this. So honestly, I should probably damage the battleship? Yeah, let's damage the battleship. You inch forward. Recon, hide in the trees. Pretty good turn, strong counterattack, I think. Oh, I only just now noticed this enemy medium. We still have problems. I'm really going to want to capture this with blue. Blue is struggling. They're fighting for their lives up there. It's brutal fighting. Ow. Dang, my battleship. How did you know it was there? Gosh, that tinny instrument hurts Drake's theme so bad. It sounds so much better in Reboot Camp. Okay. That was not nearly as brutal as it could have been. Hey there, submarine. I've got just the thing for you. That's right. Get wrecked. Okay. Gosh, this has been brutal. What's more important? Getting... I don't think comm towers count as a property for funds, do they? I don't think they do. No, they don't. You can see on the left. Are funds more important than the comm tower? I don't know, because I'm not sure how much it boosts our firepower. That's a good question, to which I don't know the answer, because I don't know the game's formulas. I don't know if this is the right call, because I don't have the numbers, but I'm going to go for the comm tower first. So have we secured this peninsula at this point? I'm going to scout with my chopper. Nope. No, we have not. Oh, look at that enemy artillery. So how far can you move? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'd be able to get in there if I blow this up with the Neo tank. And you have 1 shot left. Okay. That artillery needs to go. Okay. I think the peninsula is ours, although there could be something hiding in that tree, but we basically have control of it now. Head this way to help with capturing. You can get across here, yeah? Yeah, it's a shoal. Alright, we'll have 3 guys capturing. Should I send this guy over? Or should I send him north? There's so much stuff heading north. Let's send him to the east. You're on a silo, which I have already fired. You're on a city that you've been capturing. Alright, we finished capturing it. Charge. So weird seeing a bunch of infantry with the low fuel symbol. You never see that. Charge. Alright, it wouldn't be worth using Colin's power yet, I reckon. Do you have any targets for the battleship? No. I hardly ever bother with Colin's super because his regular power is so good. The more funds available, the stronger the weapons become. That's so vague. I could judge better whether it would be worth using that if it would give numbers. So frustrating that it doesn't. Basically, I have to look up a wiki or something to really get the formulas and know what the best call is, which I'm not going to do that in the middle of the play and slow things down. All that said, for now, let's switch to Hawk. Can't resist the inevitable. The inevitable is me. And your death in my hands. Sorry, I'm just feeling silly. Did he move his battleship out of range of my rocket artillery? Don't you do that. Blue still has a major problem on their hands. A major problem. 21%, and I should probably join these. Somewhere that he can't see them. And then go for the enemy medium with a first strike. I think that's the best play. There we go. Are you in the woods? Yeah. Yeah, you're in the woods. I really, really want Blue to capture a factory so they can start spending this absolute fortune they've got. I guess I kind of like the recon where it is. It's spotting the battleship for me. It's not really spotting to the south particularly well. I'll leave it where it is. And Grim, your turn. Pretty uneventful turn for the blue team that time. Well, that sucked. I gotta keep that last infantry safe if Blue is gonna have any hope of capturing that factory. Alright, Hawk's turn. Time to kill. Man, the opening part of his team is so good. Enemy black boat, which I don't really care about. I'll scout with the chopper some more. Man, that thing's gonna run out of fuel and crash. Ah, we can't quite attack the black boat and scout at the same time. Just scout then. Okay, so the peninsula is secure. Confirmed. Oh man, my black boat's running out of fuel even. I might want another one. Though they are... I don't have a ton of money. So... Oh, good grief. I want an APC while I'm at it, I think. To help with my mega tank. It has fuel and ammunition problems. So many issues. Amateurs talk strategy, pros talk logistics, I think was what Omar Bradley said. There. You fuel up in the city. Or get rations, or whatever it is you do. You can just stand there and take a hit. You scout a bit. Continue to charge with the infantry wave. I might want to reposition the battleship. I think we're at a point where it's not really going to accomplish much where it's at. Yeah. I can scout with the lander, because I don't know if I have much further use for it. Unless I could pull off a sneaky HQ capture? Maybe. Look at this. Maybe. Maybe I'll keep it there a bit after all and scout with my cruiser. Oh, hello enemy battleship. Are you in range of mine? Not quite. But I can reposition it. Okay, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Alright, looks like we've moved everything of consequence. You want to switch to Colin yet? What's my current income? 10,000, so next turn I should have about 20,000, a little less. And then I can increase that by 50% with Colin. Yeah, I think it's time to switch to Colin. Probably use his regular power next turn and go on a buying spree. Hello, this is Dr. J, back with some more Let's Play Advance Wars Dual Strike, as we finally got a whole slew of